British did not hand over Nigeria to Fulani. Nnamdi Azikwe did. Nigerian historians should take note that parliamentary elections took place in Nigeria on 12th December 1959 without a clear majority to form a government. Nnamdi Azikwe's National Council of Nigeria and Cameroon's NCNC came first after it got about 2,594,577 votes to gain 81 seats. Awolowo's Action Group took hold of second with about 1,992,364 votes to acquire 73 seats. Ahmadu Bello's Northern People Congress (NPC) came third with 1,922,179 votes to gain 134 seats, irrespective of its less public votes. The above-mentioned three major parties then didn't get enough number of seats to form a government. Therefore, an alliance had to be formed to determine who would rule. It was not then different for the Zig's party and that of Awolowo's to join and make a coalition government as they came first and second respectively. Awolowo humbled himself by bringing himself to volunteer for Deputy Prime Minister of Finance Minister in a coalition with Zik Party as Prime Minister because that was Zik had more votes and seats. They decided to meet at Asaba where Zik invited Awolowo's team, which was the gateway from the Yoruba Western region into the Igbo South-Eastern region, to hold coalition talks. They wanted to have clever talks just to take Awolowo's team's mind from meeting with other minor parties for talks. While Awolowo's team were waiting for Zig's NCNC to hold talks, they read in the news that Zig and the NCNC had gone up north to join Ahmadu Bello's NPC party to form a coalition government. Tafawa Balewa, a Fulani, would be the Prime Minister of Nigeria, while Zig would be head figure as Governor General. Even Nkrumah of Ghana was astonished, telling Zeke of how he spent much energy fighting for colonial emancipation and then settling with a toothless bulldog role when Nigeria needed him most especially. Zeke wrote in his autobiography that he did not form a coalition with Awolowo. Recall that in 1947, the Yoruba people raised up to 13 million and gave it to the NCNC delegates, led by Zeke, to London to protest about the laws of Prince Otto Richard, which later ended a failure with backbeating, abuses, and accusation of theft on Zeke. Even opposition of Zeke in the NCNC, led by H.O. Davis, accused him of squandering the money and the trust of all Nigerians. Zeke replied that it was the Yoruba team that was their problem, with Mrs. Ramson Kuti Fumilayo, Prince Adeleke Adedoyin, and Dr. A.B. Olowo Nimbe as majors. There erupted a heated and prolonged press war between Zeke and H.O. Davis, daily service leader, which led to Igbos rushing to Lagos to buy machetes in large numbers, thinking there was an upcoming tribal war. The governor and general secretary called fought Zeke and H.O. Davis to order at the government house in London. Zeke left with the belief that the Yorubas would not be allowed to rule over others in Nigeria, saying the Igbo had been destined by God to rule and to conquer over others. Meanwhile, the Fulani had been watching Zeke and his actions since 1949. The Fulani's way of neutralizing Zeke when there was opportunity to do so came up in 1959 when they offered him a powerless post, which surprisingly Zeke diligently accepted in place of being Nigeria's first prime minister. Zeke had thought he could manipulate the Fulani in place of the educated Yorubas. He tried to manipulate Balewa down and succeeded also to arrest Awolowo, putting him in jail for 10 years. Many people of present think the British handed every of Nigerians' affairs to the Fulani without knowing it was Igbo fault. Thank you for listening to this news. Wow, this is serious. Well, I would say that the mistake Zeke made is very clear. It's very clear because he has made a mistake by nominating Tafawa Balewa as as his uh, as his um, partner. That is a great mistake he made from the beginning, from the onset to say. Meanwhile, Mr. Writer, Zeke did not win the 1959 election in a parliamentary election. The man with the required seat forms the government and not votes. NPC had the edge. So, Mr. Writer, it is an academic fraud to misrepresent the truth. Zeke did not create the, the protectorates or regions, while the North stood as one individual North. The South was divided into two regions. The unity of the North is the advantage they have over the South. Zeke was not born when Are Afonja sold Ilorin to Alimi, the Fulani jihadist. Well, I'm telling you nothing but the very truth. The history of our forefathers shouldn't be affecting our present future. Zeke himself fucked up of the truth by betraying Awolowo that has been causing the same problems that the Igbos are facing today with the Yorubas because they felt betrayed. Zeke is a betrayer of the truth by colliding with Fulani instead of Awolowo. Let the truth be told. Zeke fought for one Nigeria too. It would have cost him nothing to form a coalition with Awo. Again, the unpredicted character of series of betrayals from Awo also contributed to that decision. The writer did not also mention that Awo also sent an advance team to also negotiate with the North as an alternative. Hence, Zig never wanted to take chances for another unfortunate incident. Here we are Igbos and Yorubas, the two enlightened group negotiating from the position of weakness due to trust issues, you know. So I will say that we know the truth. The British manipulated the 1959 general election in favor of the North and gave the victory to Tafawa Balewa's party. This was the reason Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana refused to attend the Nigerian independence in 1960. Nigerians, be wise. Don't let any sycophant deceive you by posting wrong information just to sow discord between you and the Igbos. Okay? So I would say that Zeke has his own faults and also the British too. contributed to that fact as well. But meanwhile, the whole fault centers on Zeke. Understand? Zeke did not see himself as an Igbo man. He reincarnated as Rochas Okorocha did. Zeke took a wrong decision. So why didn't he choose to become prime minister? Why Balewa becomes president? President. Prime minister is powerful than president then. He was right to have rejected Awo's offer, but why did he thereafter choose toothless post with Balewa's coalition? So you can see where um, Zeke faltered because Zeke knows theory of politics, but he lacks practical aspects of its period, and that alone made him to lose that to the Fulani. So my viewers, I would say that yes, the truth is that Zeke is the epitome of the whole issue. He is a cause of everything. The mistake of leaving the post of prime minister to Tafawa Balewa is one of the very very big mistakes that it made, and also for not forming the coalition with Awolowo is another very big mistake. So you can see where the error came in and how the Fulanese came into government and start ruling our country. So the problem has started right from our forefathers, our predecessors. So we should not be surprised anyway that this is happening to us because our forefathers had made that mistake. But meanwhile, we must not accept that as a fate. Understand that error must be corrected. We must make correction of that error. No wonder are the Igbos till today are being denied of political posts or political position. You can see. So the mistake, that the fact that the Igbos are not allowed for into any political position is as a result of the error committed by Zeke, and we must not accept that as our fate, but rather we must make correction with immediate effect, or else the agitation for the Republic of Biafra will carry on. So, my viewers, what's your take on this news? Please don't forget to leave it behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.